Hello, welcome to Monday Mindfulness, where we explore all kinds of aspects of our human condition and just start to build the habit of living in that flow of awareness and getting some clarity on what's actually happening in our system through all of the senses, through the emotions, our thoughts, the whole package. So we've got no one in the queue here today, no one in the live room. So I'm just going to flow with some practices and just share what I'm feeling today and go through some techniques that you might find handy to integrate with your day-to-day life and flow. So we'll just start by getting a feel for how things are rolling in the body today. Just rolling your shoulders back, doing any stretches your body feels it needs. And just notice if there's any emotions rolling around, anything that you've brought into this session. Just close your eyes down and bring your focus internally. Take a few really deep breaths and just relax on each exhale. And notice if there's anything that stands out for you. Any feelings that you feel you've brought into this session with you. Just being aware of where they're sitting in the body. If they're moving or if they're static. Warm or cold. If there's a story that goes with them. Just be open to noticing. Notice if there's any tension in the body. And just allow yourself to be where you're at right now. Just observing. Being in the center. Allowing all of them sensations to be what they are. Notice if there's any subtleties coming up. Anything that wants to grab your attention. Allow it to be and stay open. Stay open to the next moment and the next moment. Each one at least slightly different. Just staying with this one and this one and this one. Notice if there's any pushes or pulls of the mind, any urges to dive into something, to hold back, any urges to project something onto reality. Whatever it is, it's fine. Just notice it. If you notice anything in your body or any thoughts, just open to where is this coming from. You don't need to make a story about it, just feel it. So if you're feeling a sensation, who is feeling this? Feel it. Feel the observer of that feeling. Or if you're noticing a thought or an urge, who is thinking this? Who is observing this? Just feel it. Staying open to all the senses, all the subtleties of this moment. Noticing everything with that perspective of the watcher. And now we're going to bring our hands up, palms facing us, hands in front of you, and just slowly with awareness, noticing every little detail, bringing the right hand into a fist, feeling all the subtleties, and then relaxing that right hand, feeling the whole process unfold. And again, bringing the right hand into a fist, just noticing Be aware of all the subtle details. Notice what's coming through the senses. And if your mind is making a story about anything, just notice that as well. Stay open to the whole experience. And now, closing the left hand into a fist, very slowly with subtle awareness. And relax that hand. Let it open up again. And bring it back down into a fist. Noticing all the subtleties, and let it go again. And now we're going to open up our eyes and just be aware of what you see, of the light coming into the eyes, of what you're experiencing. Notice if your mind wants to make any stories about what's happening, any labels, any ways of interpreting what it sees. But just stay with the experience. Stay with the details of what you're observing with your eyes, the actual facts, and the sensations in your hand. With your eyes on your right hand, doing the same practice of slowly making a fist, feeling it and seeing it at the same time. Noticing if the mind drifts in and adds its ideas to it, and staying with what is. And again, closing down the right hand. And now slowly bring your gaze over to the left hand. Bring your awareness to that hand. Feeling it and seeing it. And then slowly coming down into a fist. And relaxing. And closing it down again. Just seeing and feeling. Now bring your hands down again. Totally relax. Close your eyes down. Take some deep breaths and just notice what's happening for you in the body. Just allowing these moments to be what they are. And opening up your eyes in your own time. And notice how things feel, how it feels to be back in this room now, to feel the connection and seeing everything around you, seeing your computer. This kind of practice helps me a lot as I go about things in my daily life. So I use this kind of thing when I'm even meeting someone new, just being really totally in my body and transparent with what I'm feeling and connected with the other and what they're saying and what's happening for them, and just being really, really present. And it's practices like this where I cultivate the ability to be more and more present in everything else I do. And you can do that through even just coming to your hands as you open a door, as you come into a new room. One of my favorite things is coming into a new room and being totally acutely present of everything that's happening and just rolling with the entry and taking it all in. And just that practice of starting with coming up to the doorknob, of, okay, tuning into my hand and connecting with the doorknob and then feeling the whole room open up. It's a beautiful reminder to get present as I'm walking into every new room. So that's another way to build that habit of mindfulness. Another thing with this hand awareness that we've built today is to take it into something like tying my shoelaces. So every day I have the time out to be able to just get totally into my body and do something simple like tying my shoelaces. And it just relaxes the whole system and it builds that habit of presence again. It's another way of doing that for us and just starting to integrate that into our lives. Also, eating is another great way to do this. Getting really immersed in the senses and just dedicating that attention to something like eating is super powerful. So if you have any questions about what we've shared today, feel free to leave them in the YouTube comments or anywhere else you can get in touch with me. I hope you've enjoyed the wee mindfulness practice we've shared today, and have an absolutely wonderful week. Aho.